How's it going, everybody? Welcome to OP Entertainment. I'm Omar Darwish.
And I'm Pratik Cherian.
And this is our review of The Fall Guy. We're going to go spoiler-free. This is directed by David Leitch, starring Ryan Gosling, everyone's favorite, right? Everyone's favorite Ken. Huh? Is he everyone's favorite Ken?
Yes.
I would say so.
He's living large.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this movie. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed this movie?
Same. Yeah. It was really good. It's one where I watched it and going into it, what I was expecting is big dumb summer blockbuster with hints of rom-com, and I think that's exactly what I got, and I'm happy about it.
Okay, I would say it's not as dumb. No, it's pretty dumb. I'll say this: like, I know that people use this kind of as a negative when they say like that movie was really fun.
Yeah,
but like
you use it as a negative. Yes, I don't. That is
the highest like regard. This movie was very fun.
This movie was very fun. It's very meta. The jokes, like, there's a lot of jokes where it's just like you have to know about Hollywood to get them, but it's funny.
It gets more meta as it goes along too, which I feel like it kind of earns it earns more meta moments and it gets to them.
It has those moments without using them as a crutch, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I was kind of worried. There were a couple jokes and lines where I'm like, are they going to like use this as a crutch? And it didn't happen, and it was good.
What's the movie about, real quick?
So the movie follows Ryan Gosling, who plays a stunt guy, who suffers an accident, is kind of down on his luck, and then he gets recruited to join a movie being directed by the love of his life, and so he jumps at the chance, and there's a mystery involved that he is also supposed to investigate.
Yeah, and it ties into this action aspect of it very nicely and seamlessly that I felt like was like... It's very movie, but it's also like kind of what this whole thing is, right? So,
yeah. It's a movie about making a movie, so you know.
I do want to say my gripe with it though. I thought that for the first I'll say the first act was like singing like so well paced.
It was definitely moving.
It was so well paced. Like we get to the point where like he has his accident and he's back, and I'm like, wow, we've already had so much go down. I know all the characters. I'm familiar with the landscape, and like it's just all happening so quickly. And then it's like this movie hits so many breaks, and it's not like it stops for long periods of time, but like this feels like a 3-hour movie, and it's a 2-hour movie. Like,
I don't know about that. I thought the third act was kind of paced a little poorly.
I think the second and third act are both paced. It's kind of a pacing nightmare, but the movie is fun enough, and like you're enjoying yourself enough.
I think I enjoyed the second act a lot. It's just the third act where I'm just kind of like, all right, I know exactly how this is going to end. Let's just wrap this up and give me my big stunt and let's go.
That kind of goes into like if I had to be more critical about it. Where you say, oh, now I kind of know what's going on. That's kind of the whole movie. Was there ever a moment where you don't know exactly what's going to happen next? Like script wise, is a very predictable script. Yeah. That being said, like it kind of harkens back to like action movies of like the early 2000s, and I appreciated that aspect of it. Yeah. But like not in like a cheesy, campy way. It was fun. Like
no, I agree.
I need a better descriptor than fun.
No, because that's what this is. It's fun. It's bombastic. It's a great excuse to go to the movies. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think if the third act wasn't paced so poorly, I wouldn't like feel that like, all right, I know what's going to happen. But when the movie's like kind of dragging a little bit, that's where you're just like, all right, like I know where you're going. Can we just get there?
But like pacing inconsistencies are like the only thing in this movie that's inconsistent. Like the shots are beautiful. It's always well acted. The script is always at a 7 or whatever. You know, you thought the acting? What?
I liked Gosling. I thought some of Emily Blunt's scenes were kind of, but you know.
No, I thought Emily Blunt killed it. Stole every scene she was in.
All right, good for you.
It's hard to steal a scene from Ryan Gosling, and I think she at least was like
she held her own. I think there were a couple moments of slipping, but not enough for me to be like, oh, she was bad, because she was not bad, just solid.
What did we think of Aaron Taylor Johnson in this?
I mean, you know, I thought he was hilarious.
I thought this is his best role. Yeah, I think. Me personally, I love this
because he's playing the guy that you always accuse him of being. Is that why?
Accuse him of being this. Just because I don't think he could be intimidating enough to be Craven. I thought he was really great in this. I thought he was funny. He really committed to this role.
They definitely have him parroting someone that I'm not going to say who.
We don't want to say who.
But it's really, really obvious who he's supposed to be playing, and
they're
really
taking
funny.
So many shots at a very specific actor that it's like. And they're such specific shots. And they almost want anybody who's ever heard of this actor to know that they're talking about this actor.
But it's so funny.
We won't spoil it here, but that aspect of it was really funny. Just the whole like taking the piss out of Hollywood in general, I thought was really good.
It was good. I can't believe they took some of the swings and shots that they did.
Yeah, some of them especially. Yeah. What did you think of the score? I thought the score was really good, but I feel like I just saw Challengers. We've just been seeing like Monkey Man had a really good score. I felt like the score was a little underwhelming for me.
The score there were points where it felt a little repetitive or a little generic. But I will
Generic
say
is a good word,
a
yeah.
lot of the song choices,
A lot of cover songs, right? It felt like at least a couple cover songs in there.
maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not familiar enough with it. There were definitely a handful of songs that I'm just like, man, if I was making a movie, I would have found ways to put this song in this moment. So, yeah. Again, without going into which ones those are. But
Are we in the summer blockbuster season yet? What is this?
technically, yes.
Okay, so
Beginning-
I would say we're starting it off with
because this movie technically comes out tomorrow.
Oh,
Comes out
yeah.
this weekend. We got the early screening.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
but we're this is the one that kicks off summer movie season.
I would say like best way to kick off summer movie season.
It's
like,
a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one for sure. You want to score it? I don't have that much more to say.
I don't have much more to say, but I don't know where I want to I like high. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm just gonna give it an 8.
Okay, all right.
It was solid overall. Some definite pacing issues to the point where like usually if pacing is bad, like I won't dock the movie, but it was bad enough that I think I would dock the movie a full point. Which isn't saying much. But Ryan Gosling is great. Emily Blunt is great. The cinematography is great, and this movie like. For most of it, it's moving at such a nice pace, and I just really enjoyed the story overall. Like, if I don't know if this was based on a show or a book or
Show, yeah.
Okay, if this was a book, I would definitely read the book. I feel like this was a fun book read. So.
I'm with you. I'm gonna go with a 7. A lot of the same things you said. It was just fun, and there were points where I was just turning my brain off, and I was along for the ride and enjoying every moment of it. So
it felt like a little bit of a smarter movie that you could turn your brain off. Like
sure, yeah,
more smart than like a Fast and the Furious or something. No shots.
I'm
no
not
shots being taken. Right?
I'm not even going to take it as a shot. I agree with you.
Okay.
I will say I did enjoy some of the Fast and Furious references that were in it. So shout out to Universal.
That was great. That was great. Yeah, shout out to Universal. All right, you want to take us out, Jake?
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back. Movie season's kicking off, so we'll be back a lot more often.
Enough.
We'll see ya.
See you.